Heroine to some, as a fighter for black rights, she is a villain to others who believe she hides her crimes behind revolutionary rhetoric. Back in the 1970s, Assata Shakur was known as the soul of the self-styled Black Liberation Army, an armed group implicated in the killings of several police officers. In New Jersey, Governor Whitman has posted a $50,000 reward for her capture.
Hey guys, it's Renee Amanda, and I am here to talk to you about one of my most recent reads that I found absolutely fascinating. And that book would be Assata, an autobiography by Assata Shakur. Many of you may not be familiar with her story. Assata has become my new shero. Man, from beginning to end, the story was just that good, and I loved it that much. Assata's story begins when she's on the freeway. So she's been accused of killing a state trooper on the highway, and I'm going to read a little synopsis of the story just so you guys can kind of get a feel of what the book is about. On May 2nd, 1973, Black Panther Assata Shakur, aka Joanne Chesmard, lay in the hospital close to death, handcuffed to her bed, while local, state, and federal police attempted to question her about the shootout on the New Jersey Turnpike that had claimed the life of a white state trooper. Long a target of J. Edgar Hoover's campaign to defame, infiltrate, and criminalize black nationalist organizations and their leaders, Shakur was incarcerated for 4 years prior to her conviction on flimsy evidence in 1977 as an accomplice to murder. This intensely personal and political autobiography belies the fearsome image of Joanne Chesmard long projected by the media and the state. With wit and candor, Assata Shakur recounts the experiences that led her to a life of activism and portrays the strength, weaknesses, and eventual demise of black and white revolutionary groups at the hands of government officials. The result is a signal contribution to the literature about growing up black in America that has already taken its place alongside the autobiography of Malcolm X and the works of Maya Angelou. 2 years after her conviction, Assata Shakur escaped from prison. She was given political asylum in Cuba, where she now resides. And they came after her because she was an activist. And, you know, crime after crime, they kept trying to just pin something on her. And eventually she was convicted of this murder. But about 4 years after she was in jail, she was broken out and on the run. And I think 4 years after that, she landed herself in Cuba, where she still resides. And secretly, I'm going on a cruise to Cuba this summer. And I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't be looking for her while I'm there. That would be the highlight of my life, probably. But just to know, I mean, she was pregnant while she was in jail. Like, there's just so much to this story. And as a woman, how much she endured and how much she tried to make a change as an activist. I just have nothing but respect for her and admiration. And, you know, in my heart, from what I've read in her book, I don't feel that she was guilty of the crimes she was accused of. But I absolutely loved it. It was definitely a 5-star read for me. And I would love to know more about her. I've actually been watching a lot of documentaries on YouTube about Assata and interviews and stories about her. And I just am in awe of all she went to. And I'm super excited for this one because it was you guys have heard me talk about the Buddy Read Brigade. And this was our book for the month of March. So absolutely loved it. It had been sitting on my shelf for over a year. I was not gonna lie, I was kind of intimidated by, you know, what was inside. And so I just didn't want to touch it, you know, but now I'm in a different place. I think I was in a better place to kind of accept this book and understand it and take it all in and really learn something from it. and about who I am as a person and who I want to be. So I really appreciate reading this book at the time that I did. So super excited for this one. I definitely think that you guys should add it to your TBR list. You won't regret it. It's my favorite read so far of 2019. That's how good it was. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you a little summary of my thoughts of this book. And that's all. I guess you guys will see me next time. And yeah, see you later.